What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built.
So we're just taking a look at Vechain here, and as we can see, it does look as though it is having a little bit of a correction today. With Bitcoin having a bit of a, let's just check out Bitcoin just so we can see what it's doing. You can see Bitcoin having a little bit of a pullback today, but it looks as though it's pretty much fully recovered from that little, micro crash you could say that it had. It came down from around 51.5k here, down to around, 50.5k. It just came down, back tested support, and got the bounce. And you can see, obviously, Vechain has been somewhat affected by this. You can see on our hourly time frame here, we've basically just been chopping it up in this area here, basically with a bit of support coming in at around that 10.5 cent area. You can see here, for it to come down. Found our bottom, didn't we, with all our bullish divergences on our hourly time frame. You can see them all quite clearly here, loads of bullish divergences. We get the pickup, we come back up to this area structure here, which is where we're currently chopping it up. We've obviously rolled over here for Vechain on our hourly time frame, as we said. We come down to the bottom of this little range that we have put in here, coinciding nicely with this bit of structure as well. You can see we come back into this area here quite clearly. If we just mark this out, something like this, we've got a decent bit of structure looking something like this. And it seems as though, we're getting oversold now, aren't we? We've got bullish divergences, RSI coming down, the price action coming up, hidden bullish divergence. You probably expect to bounce pretty soon from this. Obviously, Vechain seems as though it's underperforming quite a lot recently, but it does look as though we are getting back up into these areas that we're looking for. You can see here, obviously, we've got a bit of a range looking something like this that we're trying to get back up inside of, and it looks like we have done that. We're obviously above our EMAs, which we're currently trying to test as support. Had a bit of a rollover today, but nothing to get too concerned about in our opinion. And it does look as though, considering that we are back up into this level of structure here now, that we're probably, with Bitcoin seemingly about to head to the upside yet again, because it's showing a lot of strength, we're probably going to be looking at Vechain getting up quite significantly to the upside, aren't we? And if that's the case, with Bitcoin having a pump, and it looks as though Vechain's probably just coiling, it's holding support nicely. It's probably going to, if it keeps holding support like this, it's going to force itself to the upside, isn't it? And it looks as though over the next few days as well, we'll probably get that flip of the EMAs back bullish as well. So we're basically only one Bitcoin pump away here from having a nice little pump for Vechain. Obviously, you can see here, every single time that we hit the bottom of our macro channel, we got the bounce, and we did get the bounce again here, back up into this previous level of structure, also known as this range that we were talking about for a good while here. You could argue that the range goes up to about here, but you can see we've got a little range here that we had. We come down, we double bottom, we come back inside the range, and now basically we're looking for a bit of support to get that pickup, aren't we? And maybe we'll see Vechain retrace. Short-term price prediction wise, if it does retrace from here, you probably could expect it to come down to around that 10.5 cent area, bounce off this previous swing high here and these previous levels of support flipped into resistance. You can see support, resistance, and then if we come back up, retest to support, then that would be really bullish for the bouncing continuation, wouldn't it? We're seeing a lot of people saying that Vechain's looking super bullish, and we do think that it is probably underperforming in comparison to the vast majority of the market. But all that means is that it's still waiting for its pump, and its pump is probably going to come quite soon. We all know this is a top quality project, and you can see it's holding support really nicely at the 55 right now, and we've got the 20 which we bounced off of as well, and the bottom of this channel, this range that we have put in, looking something like this. We've got a bit of structure here, but you could say there's a bit of a range here. We come down, we double bottom, we come back inside the range, as we said, and we're looking for that upside, aren't we? And I mean, on the hourly time frame, it looks as though we have just put in a bit of a range looking something like this, and until we break this little range, we're not bullish or bearish really, we're just going sideways. But you can see quite clearly holding support very nicely at this area here at around 10.5 cents. And you can see we've got oversold here in the past few hours, so you're probably expecting the bounce at least back to the top of the range here at around 11.5 cents. So short-term price predictions, just to wrap things up, As we said, if we roll over, we would expect a bit of a pickup and a bounce at around this 10 cent level. Get a pickup off these previous swing highs, flipped into support again, and then heading up. Short-term price predictions to the upside, heading up to around that, the top of this little range here. This next level of resistance at around 12.5 cents. And then going into the remainder of the bull run, as we always say, we really do think Vechain 50 cents to $1 is very likely. That's only a 2 to 4x from the all-time high. Very, very achievable. And we do think once it starts to pick up that this is a very likely outcome. So
that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.